What's up, guys? It's Fancy, and welcome to the first part of the Gun Trips Out in ebook. We're just going to go over the basic personnel that you need at each spot on the field, each receiver spot, as well as the custom audibles that you're going to set when you play. So, starting off with the inside slot receiver, this is your B receiver. All you really need is just speed here. It doesn't really matter. You don't need any like route running threshold or anything like that. This guy, this is your inside slot receiver. I call him the Y receiver. He's always going to be your Y button. You need this is your best receiver. You want your fastest guy here. You want your fastest best route runner here. At your outside receiver spot, you want speed, but it shouldn't be your fastest player. But you also want another deep route runner here. You want to hit that deep route running threshold. Speed is nice, but it's not it's not a necessity. You don't need like 95, 96 speed right here. You just want your route runner right here. The tight end spot, you want the fastest tight end that you can get. This is really important when you're trying to bomb cover three. So you want your fastest tight end possible that can get tight end apprentice, obviously, which you're gonna need to put posts and corners on your tight end, which is super effective in this offense. So at running back, you don't really need anything again, just speed, and maybe try to get high spin move as well, because you're gonna be catching a lot of halfback wheels. Speed or spin is nice to catch those halfback wheels, get upfield, make a move, make someone miss. So that's the basic personnel that you need. Moving on to the audibles. You're gonna start with the slot quick flat. You're gonna change it to X spot. This is your number one play that you're gonna call versus most coverages, most defenses. And for me, I just leave the rest stock. You don't really need anything else. Inside zone, vertical, slot corner. I use all of those, so I just leave those as they are. And the plays I would come out in is either PA counter go or inside cross. So the first play we're gonna go over is inside cross. This is the play you want to come out in if they're playing any type of man coverage, man aligned defense, whether that's dollar 236 146, even like cover zero like pinch buck, any kind of cover zero blitz 3-4 bear. You want to come out in inside cross. So we'll start with your basic like dollar defense 146 cover two man. We'll press. People like to either like user or spy this guy, and so we'll start with this. So the main setup that I like to use is put the tight end on a corner, the running back on a wheel, and your B receiver on a zig. So this is what the play is going to look like. Basically, all of these routes on the field are going to beat man, so they're going to have to adjust off of this. So once you call this first play, they're gonna have to make adjustments to stop all of these routes. So we'll start with B on a zig. This is gonna be your first main read. If there's no hard flat, you can throw this and rack it, run up the field, get 20 plus yards. So they're gonna have to adjust off that. They're gonna have to put a hard flat. So we'll put a hard flat to take that away. And this Y route, it's this N route, but it's a special end route, so it has this inside release. See how this it's like a cut inside. What this is gonna do, he's not gonna get pressed, so he's gonna beat man really easily. So we have our hard flat. It's gonna take away the zig, and you're gonna see this end route's gonna get wide open. You can rack it up the field. So let's say they see the zig. They want to take away the zig. They want to take away the in route. So their defense is gonna look something like this. They'll probably use this guy or whatever. So what you want to look for after this is your tight end corner. So you're gonna force them to either put a purple on that side or cloud or make some sort of adjustment off of that. So your tight end corner is gonna get wide open against man. And if there's not a safety back there, you're gonna rack this. You're gonna get a lot of separation, rack it all the way up the field. Could be a touchdown, honestly. So you're gonna make them adjust off of that. So hard flat, put this guy in a purple, put this guy in a hook curl, and what this, I'll show y'all this post as well. Let's say they hard flat this guy, and like user this guy. There we go. I think this is right. Yeah. So let's say they play some kind of defense like this. They're gonna have to use this post. I'll show y'all. If I can get the defense, there we go. They're gonna have to use this post. I'll show y'all. This post is gonna beat man for a touchdown. If there's no safety help, this is gonna be a touchdown. Everything's bagged except this post over the middle. It's gonna get open. You need a deep route. You want to have speed in this spot and a deep route runner to create separation on this post. But this is gonna be, after they start adjusting, they're gonna bring these safeties down. They're gonna want to put them in hard flats, hooks, all that to take away the underneath stuff, and that's when you hit them over the top with the post. So let's say let's say they play the perfect defense. They make all the right adjustments. Hook this guy, purple this guy, and let's say I'm gonna use the post. So everything's gonna be bagged. I'm gonna use the post. What the option you're gonna have is to take off with the quarterbacks. There's no spy. They have everybody in coverage. They're rushing 3 with no spy, so you're gonna be able to take off versus this really easily. And as we get shedded, but as you can see, we get 5 yards. You want to slide, obviously, but that's all the options you have versus this defense. There's always gonna be something open, always. So that's the play I like versus the max coverage type of defense. We're going to go over how to attack basically the 3-4 cover 0 blitz, which I know a lot of people struggle with in trips. We'll come out and pinch buck. This kind of blitz where they pinch the defense, contain, all that. No user this guy. So what you want to do, you want to smart route this post, just to have, you see how it's a little shorter. It's going to cut a lot faster. It's going to get open a lot quicker. You're going to need that. You want to block the running back, put the tight end on a post, and put B on a slant. So you notice how this guy right here, he's not pressed. When they come out in the play, he's not pressed. So he's not gonna your B receiver is gonna get a free release. So that's really important on this play. He's going to get wide open on this slant. They're going to have to user it. And with Y, obviously, you're going to want to motion block like this. So your B is going to get wide open. They're going to have to user that. Obviously, you can get a touchdown depending on how fast your players are. You can get a touchdown from that. So they're going to have to user that. I'll set it up again. That looks good. So A on a post, your tight end on a post, B on a slant, block your running back, and motion. You want to motion. Make sure you get this timing down as well. You want to motion block Y and try to pick up this outside linebacker. This play is going to look like this. Basically, all 3 of your routes are going to beat man, by the way. Actually, yeah, so the post did get open right there. I think somebody matched the tight end, so the tight end post did get back, but you could see the slant was wide open, and the post was wide open. So that play is really good at, what's it called, at attacking this cover 0 blitz. This is what I really like to do against this. Obviously, you can set up some pass pro where you can get a rollout, and it's gonna make it a lot better. What I like to do is I'll set up the play again. I'll slide away from the running back, so slide left in this case, and you want to ID the outside linebacker on this side. So what this is going to do, let me make sure the blitz is set up. So what this is going to do, your running back is going to chop block this outside linebacker right here, which is going to let you roll out. Oh, he didn't shot block that guy. Didn't work that time. I don't know why. But you could really sit in the pocket. I mean, your options are gonna be everyone's gonna be open versus this type of defense. This is my favorite play call against this defense. Another thing you can do if people start mixing it up, say they play zone, do something like this. What I like to do is do something like this. Maybe put a halfback wheel out there, make them go user it, and motion block this guy. So you're gonna hit your running back. They're gonna have to respect this against cover 0. They're gonna have to go user that. Let's say they're another good setup for this is to if they're just playing stock man, you can keep the post, you can zig B, and you can put the tight end on a corner. So all these routes once again are going to beat man. It's just another mix up. Give them another look. Still good spacing. We'll snap. Let me make sure it's set up. Yeah, we'll snap this. I'll show y'all everything gets open. Tight end corner, boom, gets open. You're gonna need a really good DB to play that. Set it up again. I mean, I don't know what's going on right here. There we go. Okay. So zig B, tight end corner, and you have this post that should be man. So we'll snap this. Obviously, B is going to get open. I threw that late. You don't want to throw your zigs late because you're going to get that underthrow. Obviously, that was a good DB too. But throw your zigs early. Throw it like right off the cut. That's also really important. We'll set it up. I think this is good. Yep. So tight end corner, B zig, post. This post, yep. Look at that. Look at how he gets that speed burst on that post, and he's just gonna torch man. I mean, Josh Gordon isn't even like the best. He's not even the fastest receiver, and he's gonna absolutely torch man for a touchdown. So yeah, this is how you attack. This is my favorite play to attack all those man coverage style defenses, man blitz, all of that. So the next play we're gonna go over is PA counter go. This is gonna be your main cover 3 beater. So if y'all play weekend league or MUT or anything like that, y'all know how people play defense. They just want to call this nickel normal or over G, big nickel over G, stock cover 3, put their controller down, make no adjustments. It's super everyone knows it's super frustrating to play against. And this is the play you want to call to get them out of that defense, or at least make them start adjusting a little bit. So we're gonna come out in PA counter go. And we'll choose something like nickel normal, cover 3 sky. So this is what they'll do. They'll just call the play, make no adjustments, put the controller down, and use their like one of these hooks or whatever. So the main setup that you want to use to attack this is block. First of all, block the running back because you don't want to keep that play action. That play action is terrible. You're gonna get shedded or whatever or sacked. But you want to streak the tight end. You want to curl Y, and then you want to out route X. And the main concept with this is this out route curl on the left side of the field, on the wide side. This is gonna do a good job of like isolating that slot corner. So he's gonna have to either play the curl or play the out route. And usually what people do, they'll just leave this guy in a purple. They won't hard flat him or anything. So your first read is gonna be this. You want to watch the slot corner, but your first read is gonna be the out route. And I'll show y'all. He's gonna jam. You see how he jams the curl, which leaves the out route wide open. You can pass lead that up and get about like 7 to 8 yards. I'll show y'all again. Block the running back, streak the tight end, curl Y, and out route X. I'll show y'all again. He's gonna press, and you can throw it again. Try to, if you can, you can swerve it just to get like maybe 1 or 2 extra yards. Just practice it. You have to practice it. So let's say we keep spamming this, and they're like, okay, whatever, I'll just hard flat this guy to take this out right away. Once they do that, you're gonna have the curl, because the hook curl, as you can see, this hook curl right here, he's not gonna play the curl. I'll show y'all. He's not even gonna come close to playing the curl. He's gonna sit there and he's gonna drop, and you can fit this little curl in. You can low ball it, possession catch, so he won't drop it. Look at that glitchy little possession catch. And this is a really good play to attack cover 3. Like, this is by far my favorite play against cover 3. We'll do it again. We'll hard flat. Use your D-line. Once again, curl is wide open. You can honestly rack it. Maybe if you have enough space, you can rack it. Probably get a couple more yards. But let's say, all right, whatever. I'll just user or hard flat. I'll take away the out route, and then like whatever. Like say like he's gonna go user this or whatever. So we'll just like man him up or whatever. Also, you can throw this curl against man too. So let's say like I'm gonna go user that. So what you want to do is this is why you have this streak and this crosser on the right side to take away or to attack the deep blues on the right side of the field. So what I like to do, this is why having an escape artist quarterback is so important, because you can do this thing called chop blocking with your O-line, to where you can get a DN to come free and then chop block him with your running back to get a free rollout, to make this throw a lot easier. And I'll show y'all how to do it. Against the 4-man rushes, what you want to do is slide away from the running back. So slide left in this case, double team this DT on the running back side, and then ID this DN on the running back side. And I'll show y'all what happens. So let's say curls back, whatever. You're gonna roll out and you're gonna throw this crosser. He's gonna get wide open. I think the only thing that could like come close to playing this crosser is like a pressed quarter. But y'all are gonna see if they start doing that, what you're gonna see is you're gonna be able to bomb them for a touchdown. And I'll show y'all. Let's set it up again. And also another setup to bomb this cover 3. Streak Y, have a backside, probably backside in or a drag, something like this to have a check down. Do the same pass pro. And what you want to do, you want to take this streak, motion them in, and then snap it right here. Just a couple steps, roll out, and that streak's gonna get wide open for a touchdown. So they can't quarter to take away the crosser. They're gonna have to third, or else they get bombed. That's about it for like the 4-man rush defenses. It's all I really do. So I'll show you all how to attack 146 out of this play. Now, this isn't my main call versus 146, but I definitely go to this a lot. If y'all watch me play, if I play 146, I do like going to this. And I'll show y'all. Set it up right here. Doesn't even have to be cover 3, honestly. If they're just being aggressive and they're sending pressure and all that, you can definitely use this play against 146. And I'll show y'all. Let's see. Actually, we can start off with like a cover 3. Let's say they're only sending 4. So put this guy on a hook, all of that. Maybe spy this guy. So I'll show y'all the setup that I like to use for this. Because obviously if they're moving this, as y'all can see, they're moving this slot corner end. They want to send this guy. Because the problem with trips is you only have your blockers, like as you can see, your running back and the tight end on one side. So they're gonna try to blitz off this other edge, and you want to try to pick this guy up. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take Y. We're gonna have a backside in route or a drag, and we're gonna take this Y route and we're gonna motion block him. Another thing you can do in pass protection, again, slide away from the running back, double team this D end, and then ID this corner just in case they're blitzing him. So we'll do it again, and then we'll bring this Y guy in, and we're going to motion block him to pick up this corner. As you can see, he's picked up, and you can throw this crosser right there. It's a little tighter because there's more DBs on the field, but you can definitely get that throw in. And you should be able to roll out on this defense. I'll try again. Let's see. So if a lot of people do stuff like this, where they'll play cover 3 or whatever. Maybe like cross man this guy. Something like this. And then like user this guy. So you're going to be able to max protect against this. Obviously, you're only sending 3 routes out, but this is a really good route combo to kind of attack this defense. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to motion block him. Everyone's picked up. You can roll out and throw this crosser. This is a really good play to attack all of this. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else I use with this play to attack? I think, what else could I? Also, if they're not moving this against 146, so let's say they're not moving this guy in. Maybe they're just scared. They're scared you're gonna quick snap or whatever. They're playing cover 3, something like this. They're not moving this guy in, this slot corner. You can go back to the curl play. Like I said, the curl out route, block the running back. This is another good route combo. Obviously, do the same pass pro like that. And you're gonna have your out route. He's gonna sit on the sideline. You can throw this. You can still throw this if he's sitting. Obviously, if there's no hard flat, but another good route combo. Just depends if they have the slot corner moved in or not. But yeah, that's pretty much it for counter go. I really like this play against cover 3. It's not that good against cover 2 because this vert hook is gonna play this curl in cover 2. He's gonna play this curl. So there's really all they really have to do is use the crosser. But yeah, let's move on to the next play. So the next play we're gonna go over is X spot. And as y'all can see on this play, you see this corner out on the inside or the middle slot receiver. That's gonna be the route. This is the best route in the formation. This is why we run the Oakland playbook. We get this X spot play. This is my favorite play in the whole formation. You can do so much with this corner out and this. You see this outside hitch on the outside guy. It's gonna be really good for pretty much any defense. You can attack every defense with this play. So we're gonna start with just regular cover 3. And your reads or the main setup for this is going to be your tight end on a corner, your halfback wheel. Obviously, I like to go to this route combo a lot in a lot of my plays. It's a great way to attack cover 2, cover 3. On that side, we're going to have our seam streak to B to split cover 2. And then we're going to have our backside drag as a check down. And what you want to do, you want to motion this corner out across into a post. And this is going to be our route combo. You want to snap this about a step before he sets. And I'll show you all again. Against cover 3, our main reads, we're going to have our high-low read on the left as well as our post if he gets too aggressive with his user. So we'll motion him across again. We'll snap it about a step before he sets. We're going to have our high-low read. We have our halfback wheel. Check down. We'll take our 5 yards. So let's say they hard flat this. Obviously, you're going to have your tight end corner. So hard flat. Oh, that's not a hard flat. This is a hard flat. There we go. So same setup. B on a streak, X on a drag, tight end corner, halfback wheel. We're going to motion him across again. And we're going to snap it right here. Oh, that didn't work. Motion him back in about a step and then snap it. Obviously, we're going to have our tight end right here, possession catch. An outside third is never going to play that. Never going to play that tight end corner. As long as you just pass lead away, don't pass lead it up unless it's just wide open. I would always pass lead away. So let's say they do something like this. Or they get real aggressive with their user. Let's say they're like, I'm gonna take away the tight end corner with this, and I'm gonna user this halfback wheel. This is where we take this post and we motion him across, and we're gonna hit him. If he gets too aggressive with the user, he's gonna get wide open, and I'll show y'all. And the thing about this post is he's always gonna get a glitchy like catch animation. Always, if you throw this like pretty early, before he crosses like the hash, he's gonna get either like a dive catch or some kind of catch where he can't be hit sticked. So they're either gonna have perfect user. They're not gonna be able to hit stick him, break it up. It's always gonna be a dive catch, or something of that nature. And I accidentally just snapped the ball, so we'll throw it away. And I'll show y'all again this dive catch. This is my favorite part about this route, is that you can fit this in the tight windows, and they're not going to be able to break it up or hit stick you if you just get your hands on it. You got a little caught up right there, and I got shedded. I mean, what is going on? I'll do it again. Don't shed me, practice mode. Don't shed me, please. Snap it a step before he sets, and you can throw it right over this yellow. Now, obviously, the way people are gonna play cover 3, if they know what they're doing, they'll probably shade down, like take this away. And when they shade down, these hooks are gonna play more aggressive. They're gonna get down here and play this drag. And if you see this hook playing too high, you're gonna have your backside drag coming across the field as well. So you just have tons and tons of reads on this play. So we'll do it again. Wrong controller. There we go. So motion him across. Same setup. And boom. Obviously you can rack it. You don't want to rack it because sometimes you'll get hit. We'll do it one more time. I just want to get this dive catch. Aggressive catch. There it is. So you're never going to get hit sticked on that. That's the animation you want. That's why that route is so good. So let's move on to cover 2. Something like this. They'll probably user this guy. I don't know what they would do with this. Probably just leave it stock. But your read versus cover 2 is going to be the seam streak. It's going to get open. And as well, if they don't, they're going to have to either man up the running back or hard flat. And I'll show y'all how to throw this against cover 2. As you can see, your halfback wheel is going to get wide open. You don't want to ever rack the halfback wheels. You always want to possession catch them, just to be safe, because you can get hit sticked on this. So I'll always possession catch. I'll show y'all again. Tampa 2. Same setup. You can low ball. Oh, also you can throw this post against cover 2 as well, and I'll show y'all. I mean, you can just throw everything. You can literally just throw everything versus cover 2 on this. There's nothing you can't throw. Auto roll cover 2. There we go. Motion them across. And this post is just gonna get wide open. I mean, wide open. You're gonna dive catch it. So let's say they're like, okay, we want to take away this post. We're gonna maybe cross man it or something. Man up a linebacker, in cover 2. Man this guy up to him, and they say, okay, let's take that away. I mean, not only do you have your running back on this, but you're gonna have the seam streak. If they take that mid read away, you're gonna have your seam streak, and I'll show y'all. He's gonna get bumped by this vert hook, and then boom, you see that little like hole you can fit that into. That's gonna be a really good read versus cover 2. I'll show y'all again. The vert hook is gonna press. He's gonna press this streak, and he's gonna get an outside release, a clean release, and he's gonna beat his man. And there's gonna be a window to throw this. Like that. And always possession catch that, because you don't want to get hit sticked, like I said. So let's see, another setup for this. Something like this. This is my favorite play to use these tight end posts. This is why we get tight end apprentice, so you can put a post or a corner on your tight end. Curl Y, block your running back too. So you can. This is another play you can chop block, like this. So in route B, or actually you can drag him. It doesn't really matter. Curl Y. You leave this hitch on the outside guy, and the glitchy thing about this hitch is gonna pull down clouds or like any hooks to free up this tight end post, and you're gonna be able to throw this tight end post versus almost every time. I mean, they almost have to use this tight end post every time. And you're gonna snap this one differently. You're gonna snap this one about here. You're gonna see that tight end post. I mean, it's amazing versus every coverage. It really is. You might have to use it every time. Like it's actually ridiculous. A mid read's not gonna play it. I just snapped the ball for no reason. But I'll show you all the mid read's not gonna play it. So post the tight end, block your running back, drag B, curl Y, and let's do cover 2. We have Jamie Collins in a mid read. I'll do the same setup. Motion him across, always motion him across, and then snap it right here. And that mid read, he matched it for a second, but as you can see, he left him, and you're gonna be able to throw this. So cover 2 again. He did match to him for a split second. That usually doesn't happen. It's maybe because I don't shade. I'm not shading. But post tight end, drag B, block the running back, curl Y, and then snap it past the tight end, about a step or two past the tight end like this. See how he leaves him right there, and you can throw this over the cloud. He has a cloud, and it's just not going to play the post. I mean, this route is honestly like unstoppable. And like, I'll show you all again. I mean, this is cover 3. Let's say they do something like this. Put their safety in a hook. Like, he's going to play this, right? He should for sure play this, right? He's not going to play it. And I'll show y'all. Do something like this. What am I doing? Something like that. Like maybe man up the tight end. Or yeah, man it up. You can man it up too. We're manning up the tight end, and we have a hook right here. And I'll show y'all what happens. So, drag B, post the tight end, block the running back, curl Y. Motion it across. He's cross-manned, and there's a hook. Not going to play it. And obviously, you want to get a better pass lead on that. You want to pass lead like towards the direction the post is going. So we'll do it again. What all did I do right here? I think I hooked this guy, manned him up, hard flat, played cover 3 over here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so curl. There we go. There's the setup. See how this hook is just like, he just doesn't want to play the post. He'll never play the post, pretty much. Like he's either gonna, I mean, he's gonna look at that in route or he's gonna look at the hitch. And that's what makes this so glitchy. You can throw this against cover 3, cover 2, it doesn't matter. And you can also call this against 146, and I'll show y'all how to attack 146 with this play. So we'll do this, X spot. We'll come out 146. Where's cover 3? Like that. We'll do the same thing. If they move this slot corner in, you're gonna do this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put the tight end on post. You're gonna end route B again, but instead of blocking your running back, you're gonna put him on a wheel route. And instead of using your running back to block, you're gonna block Y. So you're gonna have the same hitch post concept on the left, and you're gonna have this little, I don't know what to call it. It's like a mesh concept kind of with the en route and the halfback wheel. And I'll show y'all on the wrong controller. There we go. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. And I'll show y'all you can motion block this guy. And it's pretty much the same reads. You're going to have your hitch post, once again, that you can throw. Possession catch, get down. That's the setup I like versus 146. What else do I like? Oh, back to the regular setup, like the tight end. This setup, when I play 146, what most people like to do is they'll play like, say like cover 2 sink, move this guy in. Something like this, like play stock cover 2, maybe like bluff, move this guy in, like bluff it. Like man this guy up to the running back or something. Play some kind of defense like this. And what I like to do to attack this is I'm gonna block this tight end, so he's gonna block that slot corner on the right. So I'll basically just have the same concept with like the post wheel, backside drag, seam streak, and I'm gonna motion this guy across. And this is one of my favorite play calls was 146 as well. For some reason he's just not snapping in practice mode. Motion him back in, snap it. As you can see, we just got screamed at. What did my tight end just do? He just didn't want to block him, I guess. Alright, we'll try it again. Practice mode is really weird. I don't know why that just happened. Yeah, up to running back. So we have this same setup. Block the tight end. Motion over the post. Snap it. You're going to have your seam streak. Once again, if they vert hook, he's going to press him, and you're going to have that window every single time. It might get a little scary if they have like a mid-read or something too. But obviously you're going to have your other stuff if they do mid-read. So we'll do this again. This post is going to get... And I'll show y'all. I mean, he has a vert hook right here, and he's just not going to play this post. He's not going to come close to playing the post. I'll show y'all. Not even close. Just ag it. Get that diving catch. Don't get hit sticked. I think that's pretty much it. Remember, if they do bring this guy in, if you think they're blitzing this guy, you want to go back to this setup where you post the tight end, have this in route and drag, or in route and halfback wheel, and then motion block this guy. And I mean there's really nothing that guards that. It's actually insane. I call this play a lot versus 146, especially versus good players, because honestly, bad 146 players they're gonna give up the big plays. But if you have to work for your yards versus like good defensive players, I go to this post on the tight end a lot. But yeah, that's everything pretty much for X spot. I mean, you can really attack every defense with this, every single defense. But yeah, let's move on to the next play. So the next play we're gonna go over is verticals, and we're gonna start with just basic stock cover 3. So your setup on this is halfback wheel, curl B, hitch Y, and out route X. So your reads versus cover 3, you're gonna look at the left side first. If they have a purple, you're gonna have this out route. It's similar to, if you watch the counter go video, it's similar to the curl and the out. Pretty much the same concept. If they purple, you're gonna have your out route. If they hard flat, you're gonna have your hitch. And all hard flat right here, just to show you. You're gonna have your hitch. You want to low ball this for about 4 yards. That was not a low ball, but you want to low ball that. This curl on B, it doesn't really get open. You just want this to kind of take away the yellow zone so you can throw this hitch. It's just better for spacing. Also, you see how this tight end corner is a little short. It's not 10 yards. It's about like probably 7.5. You want to smart route this to get this to 10 yards if you can. It's just better for spacing. It's gonna go farther down the field. You just want to smart route that if you can. So looking at this high-low concept on the right, you can tell if it's a purple. If it's cover 3, you can tell if it's a purple when you see the purple shoot down, and I'll show y'all. He's gonna shoot down on this halfback wheel, and you just gotta be patient on this read. See how he sits there and he shoots down. You can throw it right over him, rack it, get some yards. I'll show y'all if they cloud. Obviously, if they hard flat, it's gonna be easy read to make. If they cloud, you're gonna have your halfback wheel. It's a really easy read to make. You just gotta practice. He's gonna sit there. He kind of shot down right there. I might have thrown it a little bit late. I don't know why he just did that, but we'll do it again. Halfback wheel. Smart route the tight end if you can. And there we go. There it is. He didn't shoot down that time. I don't know what happened. But you're gonna have your halfback wheel versus that cloud. So that's it against cover 3. Against cover 2, we'll do cover 2. You're not gonna have much open, honestly. I mean, this mid read's gonna cover this curl, unless he's using this guy. He's gonna have to either use this halfback wheel or the curl. He's gonna have to pick one. So you really don't. It's not a great play against cover 2. I just recommend it against cover 3. But let's say he covers the curl. You're going to have your halfback wheel against cover 2. Just like that. You always want to possession catch that halfback wheel. You never want to rack it because you're going to get hit stick most likely. Unless there's just no zones over there. No hard flat, no nothing, no cloud. You can rack it then. But that's pretty much it for that setup. The next setup, we're going to out X. We're going to hitch B. We're going to put our tight end on a post, and this is actually one of my favorite setups against, if I can send 5 out, this is one of my favorite plays I would go to. So we're going to put Y on a curl. We're going to have our out hitch and tight end post. We're going to motion this curl across and snap it right when he passes the tight end. Obviously, we're going to have our out route. So here's the thing. If this slot corner follows, you're going to have, and it's cover 3, you're going to have your out route every single time. It doesn't matter if it's a hard flat or purple, cloud, nothing. If this is cover 3, you're going to have your out route. I would say if you motion Y and he follows him, so see right there, he doesn't follow him. So don't look at the out route. Look at your tight end. He's gonna be wide open. What people are gonna do to not make him follow is they're gonna like touch him like that. They're gonna move him so he doesn't follow. If he does follow, he's going to move around right here. If you motion Y, he's going to follow Y and stop about right here, and that's when you can throw your out route. Right here. He's in a hard fly right now. He's not gonna go out and get this. He's just not gonna get there. That was a hard flat. So keep that in mind against cover 3. Against cover 2, this is honestly not that bad against cover 2. Really just depends who they're using. I'll show y'all. Stock cover 2. We're going to motion Y across again. Make sure to snap it right when he passes the tight end. You're just attacking every part of the field right here. In the mid read, I don't know what happened. He just bumped him. But that's not going to happen a lot. We'll try it again. Mid read shouldn't really be close to playing this, honestly. So we'll try it again. I think he just got a lucky bump. There we go. See how he gets in that sweet spot where you can just throw it in between all the zones? That's the money route right there. The tight end post, if you have something to pull down the yellows, it's just so hard to defend. I mean, you practically just have to use it. It's honestly ridiculous. So that's the reads against cover 3 and cover 2. Another play I like to do is drag X, streak B, streak the tight end. And this is the glitchy thing about this seam streak on Y is that it's secretly, a lot of people run trips and a lot of people don't know about this. This might be the glitchiest route in the game. If they press and they have an outside third over here, they're going to get bombed for a touchdown. And I'll show y'all. This is Stephon Gilmore right here. The best corner in the game. Highest overall corner in the game, I think. He's going to dumb out, and you're going to get a free touchdown against the outside third if he's pressed. And I'll show y'all. You want to snap this about a step or two before he didn't dumb out right there. I don't know what happened. Practice mode might be the most inconsistent thing ever. I might have snapped it a little early, but I'll show y'all. You want to get this timing down, especially when you're watching this video. If you want to try this, go into practice mode and try this before you try it in game, because you want to time this snap about a step or two before he sets. So it's gonna be about now. And why is he playing that? We're gonna try it one more time. That is a middle third, right? Or outside third? Yeah. So we'll try it one more time. I don't know what's going on, but he should freeze and dumb out, and you should have a wide open touchdown. We'll try it again. There it is. See how he just dumbs out and he just freezes for about 2 seconds. You have wide open touchdowns every time. You have to practice this. You have to time it. I've just kind of perfected it, so I just get it every time when I'm in a real game. And you can do this against any press coverage, especially match. So if they press and they put a quarter, that's the only thing that's going to guard it. If they know what they're doing, they'll put a quarter and they'll stop it, and that's when you know you can go to other stuff to attack. You know this is going to be a quarter, because that's the only thing that's going to stop it. But if they don't know how to stop it, they're going to have a third, and you're going to have a touchdown every single time if they're pressed. So I'll try to do it again. And he didn't follow that time because I think I touched him. Let's see what happens if I move him out. I think he still gets dumbed out. We'll try it. So motion him back across. You want to snap this about here. Yep. See how he just completely dumbs out. I don't know why that happens. Don't think it worked like that last year. It's super glitchy, and you can do this against cover 2 as well. Any press coverage. So I'll show y'all cover 2. This is cover 2. Once again, Stephon Gilmore. It doesn't matter how fast the corner is, how good he is, his zone doesn't matter. He's gonna dumb out in that third every time. In that press third, he's going to dumb out every single time. You just gotta get the timing down. So you can also throw this against cover 2. The cloud is gonna dumb out. If we can get this timing down. There it is. Pass lead away and swerve it. You want to practice swerving this, because you're gonna, if you don't know how to swerve, you could probably just possession catch this on the sideline. But if you want to truly make this a great play, learn how to swerve catch this, click on, move outside then inside and rack it, and you're gonna get a lot more yards on this. And I'll show y'all once again. Snap it about here, pass lead away, rack it, get up the field. And usually what people will try to do, and they'll try to click on and try to pick it, and they'll miss 9 times out of 10, and you just get a free touchdown. I mean, it really is the glitchiest route, maybe in the entire game. People, if they don't know what they're doing, they can't press you, because obviously they're not going to quarter to take it away. And if you see that they are quartering every time, and I'll show y'all what the quarter looks like. So that's a quarter. So we'll try this. We'll motion them across. You see how he runs with him? That's when you know it's a quarter. And obviously, if there's no zones over there, you can just throw your halfback wheel. I do call this against 146 too. This is the only setup I will call against 146 when I send 5 routes out. This is the only 5 out play against 146 I will call, because you can make this read so quick. And if that's not there, you have 2 streaks in the middle that you can throw as secondary options, and you have obviously your backside drag. And this is the glitchiest route in the game, I think. Like, it's pretty wild. And you want to so you can throw it against a soft squat, but I strongly recommend that you practice this timing in practice mode. You want to get this down. So as a soft squat, motion this across. See how that's a soft squat? You want to wait till he goes down, but like you want to get the timing down, so you want to throw it like the moment he snaps down, and it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to get the timing down, but you just got to do it in practice. Strongly recommend it against the soft squat, and you'll know it's a soft squat too, because he won't like run back like it's a quarter, but he'll like stick him. Like you'll know when it's a soft squat. You'll just know. You have to get the reads down. It's just something that I've done so much that I just know. Just gotta practice with it. See how he runs with him, and then he'll snap back to chase the halfback wheel, and that's when you can throw it. You have that little sweet spot. And obviously, you can get touchdowns from this. Huge plays, big plays. So, yeah, you can throw that against a soft squat, press clouds, press soft squat, and press cover 3. So now, well, I'll show you what I like to do against 146 in this. I only have really one setup, but this is a good setup if they are sending 4 on the opposite side. And I'll show y'all. Cover 3 sky. There it is. People like to do this. They'll move the slot corner in, and then they'll play like stock cover 3 like this. Maybe use this safety. Kind of play over here. Use this area. So what I like to do, and you gotta know, obviously you don't want to call this play if they're constantly blitzing this guy. You just don't want to call this play. But if they're only if they're blitzing 4 off of this side constantly, and you just have to pay attention. You have to know their tendencies and what they like to do. So if they like blitzing 4 off to this side, what I like to do is I'll streak B, I'll have the backside drag, and I'll have this high-low concept on the other side with the corner and the wheel, and I'll take Y and I'll just motion block him like this. He'll block that guy, and you have cover 3 beater on the right side, and your backside drag, and your streak in case it's cover 2. So it's a really good way to attack, and I'll show y'all cover 2 as well in 146. I'll do this. Do something like this. The mid read, hook curl. I think that's right. Yeah. Something like that. Maybe use this guy. Same setup. Just motion block this guy, and you're gonna have your halfback wheel obviously against the cloud that you want a possession catch. And if this hook, so watch the hook when you streak B. It's tough to set this up again. I'm on the wrong controller. There we go. All these adjustments are like super messed up. There we go. So we have cover 2, and we want to send it off of this side like this. Something like that. There we go. And we have the same play, right? So we have our high-low read on the right, we have our streak, and then we have our backside drag. Watch this hook. Honestly, on this setup, I'm watching B. I'm looking at B, and I'm seeing how this hook plays. The dude like lined up right above him. If he plays low, I know I can throw this streak right behind him. If it's cover 2. But if he plays high, I can throw this drag right behind him and get probably 7 to 10 yards on that. So it really just depends. You have to know the zones. You have to know how zones play. It's just repetition. Everything's repetition. You just gotta play the game a lot, and you gotta know what works and what doesn't. So that's pretty much it for verticals. Kind of touch bases on everything against 146, against like stock cover 3, stock cover 2, all of that. That's everything I like out of verticals. And yeah, let's move on to the next play. The next play we're gonna go over is PA slot corner. Now, this is a play I like to run as just another man beater. I like to mix this in a little versus like 4-man rush, stock coverage kind of defenses, and I mixed in a little versus 146. Really just depends how they're playing defense. So we'll start with the man beater. So we'll come out in PA slot corner. And we'll come out and just regular cover 2 man, 146. We'll press. And the setup I like against this, I only go to this. I like inside cross more as a man beater, but I will kind of mix this in just kind of randomly. I don't know. But I'll corner the tight end, halfback wheel. I'll zig B and I'll curl X. And you see this post? This post is really good. Especially at beating man, but also beating zone. I like to motion it over a lot into a corner route, and that's what I'm going to show y'all after this. But we'll snap the play. Obviously, first read is going to be your zig. If there's no hard flat, you have your zig. As well as the other side of the field, you're going to have your, let's say they hard flat, take away the zig. You're gonna have your tight end corner right here. I think that's, yep, there we go. Gonna have your tight end corner. He's gonna beat his man every single time. That tight end corner, tight end post, tight end corner are both great, like really good against beating man. So I would recommend doing that. So let's say they do hard flat, they take away the zig. You might be able to, I don't throw this a lot, but you should be able to throw this against a what's it called? You should be able to throw the curl against man. So we'll see. They hard flat. You can kind of fit this in. It's a little risky. I wouldn't recommend throwing that, to be honest. Because the dude manned up to B gets beat so bad that he might like turn around and play this curl. So I wouldn't throw the curl. It's just kind of good for spacing purposes if it is zone. But really what I'm focused on in this play is this post. It's going to kill man every single time. So let's say they hard flat, take away the zig, and they put a purple over here, take away this side. And let's say that if you did watch inside cross, you have that deep post that plays that burns over the deep middle of the field. So let's say they leave this middle third and they'll use this guy. What you're gonna see is this post is gonna do a great job at beating man, and you're gonna get a lot of yards from this. The middle third's not gonna play. He's gonna beat his man every single time. If you have a deep route runner, I think it's either deep route runner or medium route runner for this route. But you want to hit that, it's 90, the threshold's 90 on All Pro and 85 on All Madden. You want to hit that threshold for this route. But he's going to cook his man every single time. This route is money against man. I'll show you all one more time. He's going to get off his press, and he's going to make that, he gets that quick cut, he gets that sharp cut. And I mean, you can rack this up the field, almost get a touchdown if Kittle blocks, but that's a really good play against man. So now we'll go into our coverage style defenses, stock cover 3, stock cover 2, all of that. And this is actually a really good, I like mixing this in a lot versus versus coverage. So, oh, I came out in cover 2 man. We didn't want to do that. So, we'll do cover 3. We'll start with cover 3. And this is really going to attack. I mean, this setup is really good. Like, really, really good. It's going to attack cover 3, cover 2, everything. Recommend y'all mix this in a lot. We're going to outroute X. We're going to hitch B. We're going to put the tight end on a post. And we're going to put our running back on a wheel. And we're going to smart route this this post just to get it to 10 yards. It's better for spacing. And we're going to motion him over. And so you see how we want to snap it right there. But I want to talk about how you have this spacing. You have your out route on the left. If it's cover 3, you can throw that. If there's no hard flat. You have your hitch that's going to pull down any yellows. That's going to get tight end post open. And then you want to motion this guy back in. And you're going to have this high-low read on the right side of the field. This is a great play. Like, seriously, a great play. You're attacking cover 2, cover 3. Any coverage defense does pretty well against match, I believe. Just a great play. And I'll do it again against cover 3. We'll go ahead and press. Obviously, that post is going to get open. And this corner route should get open against the purple. He might be playing a little too high. Yeah, it's a little tough to throw against the safety purple, but linebacker purples, you can throw that corner out 100%. If you see a safety purple, I would throw this halfback wheel. For some reason, it's a little different because this is basically the tight end corner out, except it's just the receiver, and we're going to snap it about right here. For some reason, the purple plays it pretty well, so we're just going to throw our halfback wheel and take our 4 yards if he does use the tight end post, and that's only against cover 3. So, once again, I'll remind y'all, if he doesn't touch this slot corner over on the left side, he's going to, when we motion this guy, he's going to follow him in, and you're going to have this out route versus cover 3 once again. And you can throw this for about 7-8 yards. You got 9 right there. It just depends. You want to pass lead up if it's not pressed. If he is pressed, you just want to pass lead left. But yeah, that's pretty much it against cover 3. Against cover 2, it's kind of the same thing. It's just high-low reads both sides. I'll show y'all. So that's cover 2. You know, post the tight end, hitch B, put X on an out route, halfback wheel, and then smart route this corner route, and then motion him over. We'll snap about here. We're going to have our high-low read on the right with the halfback wheel and the tight end corner. We're going to throw our halfback wheel against cover 2. And then on the other side, our tight end post really just gets open versus everything pretty much. It's wild. Really is wild. I can't state that enough. I mean, this route is literally insane. That is why you need tight end apprentice right there. Is that play, that route combo. So yeah, another play I like to mix in is streak B, streak A, and then halfback wheel. And this just kind of floods the deep zones back against cover 2. You can, I believe you can throw this streak against cover 2. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. The mid-read might play it. Let's see. But this is another good route combo to mix in. So the mid-read chases, you see how the mid-read chases the B streak? That's when you have your tight end streak that you're going to throw. Just be careful of the user. Always want to watch the user. If the user chases the tight end, obviously, against cover 2, you're going to have your halfback wheel. So it's just the same high-low read on the right, except you have your streaks down the middle of the field, just kind of push the zones back. And if all else fails, you have your backside drag as a check down. Also, these streaks are going to do a good job of pushing these yellows back. And you can throw this drag if you have nothing else. You can throw that drag and get about like maybe 5 yards. This drag on the outside receiver is a really good check down for most of the plays in this scheme. But yeah, actually we'll go to cover 3. We'll show y'all cover 3 real quick against this play. So PA slot corner, same setup, streak A, streak B, halfback wheel, and X is already on the drag, so we don't even have to do that. Smart route Y, motion them over, and you're just gonna have your same high-low read. And you can kinda, it really is a scary throw to throw that over the safety purple, but you might be able to. You gotta practice. It really depends. And you might be able to get away with like a little cover 3 bomb right here. Maybe if they like move this guy down and press and stuff. Let's see. Say they have this kind of purple. And you set up, you have to block your running back for this though, 100%. If you do your pass pro, you slide away, double team the DT, ID the end, motion this guy over. Kittle might get open for a touchdown right here. We'll see. Roll out. Oh yeah, he's gonna get wide open. He's gonna get wide open for a cover 3. That's another cover 3 bomb. We have 2 cover 3 bombs. One out of PA slot corner right here, and then our other one is out of counter go. So that's gonna be really good against cover 3. And yeah, so that's good against cover 3, cover 2. We're gonna move on to what I like to do against 146 in this play. It depends what side they're blitzing off of. Obviously, if they're blitzing 7, you want to go to counter go and max protect. Do that motion block. But PA slot corner. Let's say they're gonna call. Let's say they call cover 3 sky at a 146, and they're gonna send 4 off of this side. So what you want to do is block the tight end. He's gonna block that slot corner. You're gonna streak B. You're gonna halfback wheel. And then you're going to smart out this guy, Y, motion him across, and you're basically going to have the same route concept that we had in verticals, but we're basically protecting the other side. So on verticals, we were having, against 146, we were motion blocking Y on the left side to protect off that side, but if he's blitzing off the other side, you want to call this. You want to call PA slot corner, block the tight end, and do this. It's the same route combo, it's just you're protecting different sides. So this is going to be a good job against cover 3. You can kind of lowball that. If his safety is that backed up, you can kind of lowball that streak. It's a little risky. I don't know. I would just focus on this high-low read on the right, and you have your backside drag once again for a check down. We'll run it one more time. I'll throw the drag this time. Snap it about there, and you're gonna have your drag. These yellows are gonna just back up, and you're gonna have this drag. You're gonna find yourself throwing this drag a lot, and you're gonna get, pretty good yardage from it, to be honest. But that's it for PA Counter Go. We went over all the plays. Now it's time to go over our red zone plays. Alright, so now that you've dotted your way down the field, you've out-thought your opponent all the way down the field, it's time to go over the red zone plays where, honestly, it's really, really hard to pass in the red zone this year, but we do have 2 good setups, and obviously we have 1 really good setup in the red zone. But obviously the good thing about the Oakland playbook is you have all these running formations you can go through. You pretty much have every good run play in the whole game. Like, it's actually insane. But if you do want to pass out of trips, there are 2 good setups that I like to do. So we'll start with verticals, and this is going to kill cover 3 and cover 2 for a wide open touchdown every single time. The only thing they can do to stop this is they're going to have to quarter quarter this free safety right here. Do that to stop it. But this is going to shred cover 3 and cover 2 for a touchdown. So you're just going to come out in verticals. You're going to wheel your running back, and you want a quick snap. So they can't adjust, and you're just going to fit in this this seam streak in between the cover 3. And as you can see, this B on the crosser is going to hold this middle third towards the middle of the field, so you can fit in this seam streak right down the middle. So we'll do it again. Purple's going to bump him, and he's just going to get into that little spot right there that you can fit that in. Obviously, if they do quarter, you have your high-low read on the right with your tight end corner and your halfback wheel. So let's say that's bag. You look to your right, and you have your tight end to beat cover 3 on that side. So we'll do cover 2. Show y'all cover 2. It's even more open against cover 2 because this mid-read is not going to play it. So come out, halfback wheel, quick snap. And you just want to pass lead this inside and ag it. So sometimes the slot corner will get a good like press on your player, but you gotta trust this. It doesn't look open. Trust me, I know it doesn't look open, but you gotta trust this. You gotta know. Also, you gotta know when it's a deep half, when it's a third, and when it's a quarter. The deep half is gonna move out once you snap. He's gonna move out like this. And when it's a third, he's going to move in like this. And the quarter is just kind of, when you snap, the quarter is just going to kind of like sit here and like maybe take like one step in. You don't want to throw it against the quarter. So we'll do cover 2 again. Just come out, halfback wheel, quick snap. Pass lead inside, ag it. You're going to get a touchdown on that every single time against cover 2 and cover 3. Obviously, we'll go to the high-low read on the right again against cover 2. If it's somehow bagged, oh, that was cover 3, but you have your tight end against cover 3. And then against cover 2, what I'm going to show y'all is you have your running back. So cover 2. Let's say they play cover 2, and they like put a quarter on this guy. So he's going to bag that seam streak. We come out, we snap it. Okay, that's a quarter. So I don't know what... Okay, that was cover 2. I don't know what Stephon Gilmore just did, but he left Kittle wide open for a touchdown. That usually doesn't happen. So we'll try this again. I don't know what Stephon Gilmore just did. He's in a cloud. So we have our high-low on the right. We'll snap it. There we go. And it's a little iffy in the red zone. You wanna try to throw this quicker. And now Stephon Gilmore is angry somehow. Once again, cover 3. And what is going on? We'll do cover 2. Cover 2 one more time. I'll show y'all. You should be able to throw. I don't know what's happening, but you should be able to throw this halfback wheel against cover 2. There we go. Take your 5 yards, get down, try to run the ball. It's pretty tough to pass in the red zone, but this route, this seam streak is going to do a great job. So moving on to the other setup, we're going to call double end sail right here. And the reason we call this is you see the halfback is on a table route, and that's going to do a good job of spacing the field to get this curl open, and I'll show you all the setup. So we'll call cover 3. Say we usually this guy. Man him up to the tight end or something. I'll show you all the setup. So you want to, there we go. So you want to put X on an out route. You want to hitch B. And put your tight end on a post. And then you want to curl Y and motion him across. And you want to snap this about a couple steps past the tight end, about here. And what you're going to see is this curl gets in a little sweet spot where you can low ball that into the end zone. If they do have a hook curl, he will play that. But that's going to free up your tight end post, obviously, if they don't use it. So once again, same setup. You want to snap this one about here, maybe by the number. And you're going to have that tight end post split cover 3 for a touchdown. Against cover 2, it might be a little tougher against cover 2, but no one really calls cover 2 at least against trips in the red zone, because you're just, everything's open. The seam streak's open. But we'll go back to this. It should get open versus cover 2. Try it again. Snap it about there. And the mid-read, yeah, the mid-read's just going to dumb out. He's not going to play that. They're going to have to use it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for red zone for trips. Can't do much except really throw a seam streak or throw a tight end post, but that's the beauty of the Oakland playbook, is you can just run the ball. Have all these running plays. But yeah, that's red zone offense.